Welcome into the Daily Reload. I'm Crash and you're busy, so let's get right into it. Today we have two stories and they're both kind of concerning questionable human behavior on the internet, so it should be a good one. The first one I want to talk about is everyone's favorite soap opera of a development cycle, The Day Before. This is a game that, if you guys aren't aware, just really quickly, it rose to one of the most wish-listed games on Steam, riding on hype from trailers that essentially looked like GDC Unreal Engine showcase footage. It looked beautiful, set to be a post-apocalyptic zombie survival game that everyone was excited about. And since then, it has been a downhill slide with controversy from people not thinking the game is real, and that being met with images of them copying other games and trailers, odd development vlogs with people with random laptops out in the middle of wintry landscapes, promoting other products not even having to do with the game, and other software that the game was making, it just leading everyone to question the credibility of this game, and this is even a thing. One of their most recent marketing tactics has been revealing footage of a man sitting in a spa for over a minute, and you guys can see by the like to dislike ratio, it's not going very well. I feel like the marketing team for this game probably couldn't pour water out of a glass if the instructions were on the bottom. And it doesn't look like it's getting any better. As you guys have probably heard, they apparently did not have the rights to the name The Day Before, and it has come under scrutiny. When the game was removed by Steam, they falsely claimed that it was because of a Steam bug and it would be up shortly. Turns out it was actually a copyright dispute, and we know that that has been ongoing. Things don't seem to be going any better, with YouTuber Buzz Lightyear uncovering documents from the US Patent Office describing the legal action taken by Fantastic, the studio behind this alleged game. And we can see by some of the things that he found, the court case, if everything goes to schedule, will not even conclude until October of 2024. The game is set to come out in November of 2023. I'm no math magician, but if you look at this, I don't think that quite adds up, and I would not be surprised in the least if there's not another massive delay ahead for this game. The next game I wanted to talk to you about, and ridiculous people on Twitter, is Hypercharged Unboxed. This is an incredibly unique shooter game where you take on the role of an action figure in a store. It is packed with nostalgia. It makes us think of Toy Story, Small Soldiers, those types of games from our childhood. And this game just got a massive update, as well as some unnecessary ridicule, in my opinion, over on Twitter. I thought this game was doing incredibly well. I have seen tweets from this game before. We've actually talked about it on my podcast, that this game has tweets. If you can see, this one right here has 14.8 million views, but how it is worded, it says, like this if you want to become an action figure on Xbox. Whenever I read this, I assumed that this game was just coming to Xbox as an Xbox exclusive. As it turns out, this game has been on Steam for a couple of years, and I didn't even realize that. Recently, they got an update that added a story campaign as well as a new map to play on, and you guys can see from the Steam page, very positive reviews. There just aren't that many folks playing it, and one of the reasons that it got me that I haven't checked it out is because I thought the way they worded all their tweets as of late about Xbox players needing to sign up and everything's coming to Xbox, I thought this was essentially going to be an Xbox game that wasn't out yet. I didn't realize the way their marketing has been that the game is actually out. So I think they've done a little bit of a poor job cashing in on some of those viral videos about the game, not letting people know that this game is available on Steam and people are enjoying it. Not only that, but all this Xbox talk has apparently upset some weird people on the internet, some weird angry people. They tweeted out that Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, Steam, etc. all have wonderful communities with such amazing people. I understand it's always the toxic vocal minority who shout the loudest, but please do not console shame or start console wars. This is one of many tweets from the Hypercharged team about how there's actually people behind these tweets and these accounts, and you shouldn't be toxic. Apparently, and I looked and found there are some people that are incredibly toxic. The game was actually delayed on the Xbox release, not even that far. They were supposed to be in Q1. They said launch is about 3 to 4 months away, so not even really that far of a delay. That's pretty common these days, and it seems to be only a group of around 5 developers working on this game that looks really cool, incredibly unique, and a massive nostalgia hit. But apparently people are fangirling or fanboying over their respective console, which I just wish people sometimes before they would tweet, step back, look at what you're doing. You're tweeting about a video game, about playing as an action figure in a toy store, and you're being toxic towards real humans about it. How ridiculous does that sound? Hopefully this can bring some attention to this game, that you can check it out on Steam and look ahead to the Xbox release date, and stop being so weird on Twitter, people. Give developers like this a little bit of support, as there's just a few of them. They're doing something different. And with this genre being dominated by the AAA space with predatory monetization practices, battle passes, and microtransactions, we need games like this to succeed. Something that's unique, something that's different. And even if it's not for you, even if you're kind of impatient and waiting for it, just keep your mouth shut. Anyway, we're going to keep an eye on it, talk about it on the podcast on here. Hopefully things can turn around for them. They get the Xbox release out and that goes really well for them, as I do love to see innovation. Thank you guys so much for watching the show. Tomorrow we will be live with the podcast tomorrow night, The Scope, talking about all the FPS news of the week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have an awesome Monday, and I hope to see you on the other side.